And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee.
Score, Titans 7, Dolphins 0.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And this drive will begin with a run from Shay. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of...
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. That's Azeez Al-Shaair getting through for the sack that time. The pressure that time right up the middle, and he was able to wiggle in there pretty easily and get the sack.
Yeah, sometimes you end up getting caught in a little bit of a breakdown about who to block up front, and that creates the gap there, and he took full advantage, got to the quarterback, and finished off the sack.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Looking to pass. Tua. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker. 20. 5. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Extra point up and good by Shudak. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Berrios now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. This defense for the Titans, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. Play fake. Here's Willis. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. DeAndre Hopkins. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Shudak. And it's now 21-0.
21. Dolphins nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
All right, come on.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Here's A-Chain to begin the drive. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Danico Autry is in on the stop.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Now 2nd and 9. Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the 2nd quarter.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. Berrios now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. It got his man. Complete. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon A-Chain, 87 yards. And the Dolphins get a bit closer.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row, we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Hey, smash Broncos.
Willis now off of play action. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
Pulled in at the 24. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Titan football.
Come on.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Remember, they had the safety go against them the last time they had it. Fortunately, their defense just forced the punt, so they'll try again as they start 1st and 10. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First down, Titans.
19 Lions. Warriors 70. 19 Titans. 19 Titans.
To throw, here's Willis. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Pass to 60. Pass to 60. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Trap 60. Trap 60. Check Bobcat. Check Bobcat.
Here's Willis, 3rd and long. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Ready?
They go play action with Willis. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Willis's pass intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Azeez Al-Shaair in to make the stop.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Intercepted by the Titans. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Stephanie! Mustang 19. Panther 11. Panther 11. Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Looking right sideline. That's complete. And it's a Titans touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Titans continue to pull away here in this first half.
The kick
Extra point up and good by Shudak. And the rout is on here in this first half.
Dolphins 9.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Barrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Tua. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready up. '79 Broncos. Buffalo 18.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. Here's a diving catch right side. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Titans first down.
Here's Willis. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Willis. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Rattler, 18 Rattler, 19 Lion. Ready?
Willis wants to pass it again. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Second down throw coming by Willis. And brought in downfield by Burks. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Kamara will score. Touchdown, Tennessee.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Now Shudak for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Titans 42, Dolphins 9.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Berrios now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Go ahead.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And that is every quarterback's worst nightmare. You had the perfect play call. The seams parted perfectly. You had your guy wide open. He could have run for days, but he overshoots him. And that's one they'll think about for the next month.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the right sideline. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go to the second half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
TX. Hey, long.
Tua, a final shot before half. That's going to be caught. And with the clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here go for it and expect for it to be successful, and it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the first half to have the guts to do that. But I guess, what do we say? The end will justify the means, right?
No doubt about it. For you and me, we live, we learn.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A three-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no three-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Tua going to throw. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Chain on 1st and 10. And fights through one man. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Second and 5.
32 stinger.
From the gun, it's Tua. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Chain gets it from the gun. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
21G, 21G.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And going deep for Hill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
Flush to his right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And now they'll shift things around. Willis now off play action. That's to the tight end, Wiley. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. First target, first catch, and a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
To the air on first down. Here's Willis. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
In motion left is Hopkins. Now Willis. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Unable to corral him. He fights through. Touchdown! Alvin Kamara, 42 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Okay, break. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to add on to that lead. Now Shudak for the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Titans 49, Dolphins 30.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Berrios now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Hey, corner, long. Hey, someone run hard.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. Tua sets up to pass it. And that's caught inside the 35. And finally marked down at the 23. It's a big play there for Miami. 45 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Solo left Zion.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. That's into the hands of Chosen. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. A quick throw, but incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
They'll start with the option. Down the sideline he goes. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
And the Titans' 1st down.
Come on. Set.
Play fake. Here's Willis. Going deep for Hopkins. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Titans add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point up and good by Shudak, and that will bump the lead up to 26. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Barrios going to bring this out of the end zone. Oh, some strong running. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On second down, Tua. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Cup 19, Cup 19. 79 Broncos. Hurt. Let go.
Willis looking to throw on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. Gets past one man. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they're going to speed things up here. Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Dragon 60.
On first down, Willis. Going deep for Hopkins. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. DeAndre Hopkins, 46 yards. And the Titans stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Now Shudak for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
63. Dolphins 30.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Barrios now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Watch it, Oscar. Let's go.
Looking to pass. Tua eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down again. Harold Landry, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. From his own end zone, Tagovailoa, 3rd and long. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
All right, come on.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
20 TX.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Amani Hooker. A little juke. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They go play action with Willis. Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bradley Chubb able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
60 Maverick. Panther streak. Panthers on the ball, on the ball. Go.
2nd down, Willis looks to throw here. Flushed out right. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 19 Lion. Warriors 70. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Willis on 3rd and goal. He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal.
18, Pioneer. Ready.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now it's 2nd and 10. It's Tagovailoa from his own end zone. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
That's good for a Miami Dolphin.
Tua now on 1st down. His throw incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Jeffrey Simmons. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Hey, Watson, 20 TX. Solo left Zion.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kevin Farley. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. Escapes the defender. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready?
First and 10, it's Willis. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Third and long.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Making the catch. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all. Haven't been able to find a way to slow down this offense. They're seeking answers and not coming up with any.
Now Willis on fourth down. They'll roll him out right. The flag comes in. It's incomplete. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast, so I asked a few of my horse racing friends.
Listen, the past bananas, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over, you bragging ignorance, you lack the vision from sacrilegious. I feel my ratchets, you have offended my clearly cracked the mission with crass intentions. You may have given the